Spider-Man. Hey, welcome back to the Punch Kids, guys. We're the Punch Kids, guys.
So, Dave.
Yeah. Yes, John.
Do you think it's bad
Yeah.
to torture a spider?
Yes.
Really?
I think it's bad.
Because I'm not meaning to,
Yeah.
but I've had a huntsman
Yeah.
trapped in a jar for like 5 days. And
Oh,
it's
God.
still alive.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Where?
Just like near my back door.
That's so mean.
But I'm not, I thought it'd be dead by now.
Should we explain what a huntsman is before we go any further to
Oh,
the
yeah.
American viewers? Sam, can you put a picture of a huntsman up on the screen?
Oh no, oh God, I hate spiders so much.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
So we get, these are like everywhere. Everywhere.
Can you make sure it's just like a nice photo, not a gross, hairy thing?
No, how are you going to find like a pretty huntsman?
I don't know, like a cartoon version?
No, you can't put a cartoon.
Okay.
Sam, don't listen to Javid. Javid's just being the little sussy baby.
Anyway, what I'm finding really surprising
Yeah.
is that it's still alive after like 5 days of just being in a jar.
Dude, I've had huntsman's like survive.
They live for a long time.
Yeah, but he's like slowly suffocating to death.
Well, but there's definitely air getting in. Like, so I put a thing on top. So I thought it was suffocating him.
Yeah, right.
I was like, it's cool. He's not like, I'll suffocate him. It'll be a
Squish,
quick.
if you're gonna kill him, just squish him.
Yeah, but then I have to wipe it up and whatnot.
Oh, just put him outside then.
If I kill him in a jar, I just throw it like away.
Just all right. So this is a classic thing to do with huntsman. You get your jar.
Yeah.
Get a piece of A4 paper.
Yeah.
Slip the A4 piece of paper underneath the jar.
Yeah.
And then like lift the two together so he can't escape.
Yeah.
Take the spider outside and set him free or kill him.
Yeah. Well, I'm halfway there because the opening is at the top. And I put this other like little thing inside, so it can't actually get out.
Yeah.
And I thought it blocked all the airways.
Right.
But it's still alive.
Right. Okay.
It hasn't eaten for like 5 days.
Well, I think spiders can go into like hibernation mode, right? Where they don't need to eat or breathe as much as they normally do.
So yeah, I hate spiders, but I'm pretty impressed.
Of course. I mean,
yeah.
But the thing is, like, sure you hate spiders, but
I hate them so much.
Dude, how do you live here if you hate spiders?
What do you mean? Like in Australia?
Yeah. Spiders are a part of my like everyday.
Dude, this is a huge thing that is a misconception about Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, we have like a lot of deadly animals here, but I haven't seen a deadly animal for like 10 years.
No way, really?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like I haven't seen a snake. Well, exactly, like if you come to Sydney or the city, you won't see anything. Actually, man, I was talking to this girl in the States maybe 10 years ago. I forget how we started talking, but we became friends. Actually, no. Do you remember MSN Messenger?
Yeah, of course. Do I remember MSN?
Yeah, so it was like this thing used to happen MSN. Where your friends would add you into, like, introduce you to other friends.
Yeah.
And so it's essentially this girl in the States. I think we ended up liking each other. I can't really remember, but I called her.
Yeah.
And convinced her that we rode kangaroos to school.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's how little people know about the lifestyle in Australia.
Yeah.
And it's way worse now because social media is just like
hand up, right? Like
at the same time in Australia, there's like a spider killed a snake wrapped up in a web, something ridiculous. That we don't see that very.
But okay, so the thing is though, I know, oh man, like I know, Morgan has had, like they get, like her and her whole family get like, what are they called? Bloody funnel web spiders in their house all the time.
In their house?
Yeah, they just breed in their house. And so the other day, Morgan got out of the...
I wish you didn't tell me that.
Oh, sorry, man. All the time. Do you see the little eggs on their roof and
Dude,
stuff?
stop.
Really?
No, keep going.
Do I need to stop?
No, just tell me.
All right, so the story goes, and like this is not even unusual, but she got out of the shower and she like wrapped a towel around her, and the funnel web fell out of the towel onto the ground, and like scampered away.
Oh, dude.
And then I think they collect them, and so like they use funnel web venom to make the
antidote.
The antidote.
Yeah.
So funnel webs for those. Sam, can you put a picture of a funnel web?
No, this is the worst episode ever. Stop.
Dude. Okay, so funnel webs are like one of the most deadly spiders in the world, right?
So deadly.
Like they're really, really dangerous, and they're aggressive as all hell. So the female funnel webs, most spiders see you and run away, but the female funnel webs don't do that. They hunt you down. They try and kill you.
We should not be telling people this.
And yeah, so they're the exception that proves the rule.
Gosh, dude.
So anyway, yeah, I think they caught it in like a jar using the A4 paper.
The A4 trick, yeah. Okay.
And took it to the local hospital for harvesting for antivenom.
Gosh.
But apparently they get them at their place all the time.
I've never heard of funnel webs being in a house before.
Dude, actually, when I was a kid, I remember getting ready for soccer training, putting on my boots.
No, don't tell me. And there's a spider.
No, there wasn't a spider.
Okay.
So in my parents' house, there's like a bench against a wall, and there's like a little ledge where a window. So there's like a little windowsill thing above the bench, and it kind of like lines up with where your neck is, right? So your head's kind of there. Anyway, so I was putting my boots on, like Dave putting his boots on, then looked to my left, and there is a funnel web right there next to my head.
Oh my gosh!
And I flipped out and ran away.
Actually, now that I think about it, I saw a redback.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe like a week ago. But yeah, and I know that I just said I haven't seen a deadly animal in like 10 years.
It's like I saw a redback.
But I saw a redback, which is also actually. I read somewhere that so for ages I thought or heard that you die from a redback bite.
No one's died from one since the 70s.
Yeah. Because I know they've got the antidote for it now, but I guess pretty sure it was the redback.
Oh.
Maybe no. Sorry, no. I'm getting my stories mixed up. The daddy long legs.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
I'll let you tell your story.
Yeah.
And let me say.
I've got a feeling my story is the same as your story.
Okay, cool.
But for years, and I don't know how it started as a kid.
Yeah.
That daddy long legs, the spider.
Sam, can you put a picture of a daddy long legs up on the screen?
I am not. I usually rewatch our episodes just to like.
Watch this one.
I'm not gonna watch this one.
Sorry, guys. I don't even care. I'm not scared of spiders. I don't care.
Really?
Yeah. No,
so the daddy longlegs spider is the most poisonous. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Only recently have I found out. So they're the most poisonous, but their fangs aren't big enough to pierce humans' skin.
Yeah.
But I found out recently that that's actually a myth, that they're poisonous, but even if they would bite you, you wouldn't die. Like the worst that's ever happened is like a swelling on the skin.
Okay, yeah. So to clarify,
there
are two types of those daddy long leg spiders, and the one that you are thinking of has no poison.
Really?
Yeah. So I looked it up. This came up the other day in conversation.
So there's two versions.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember so essentially I was arguing with someone who still thought that, I think they were saying, oh, the daddy longlegs is the most poisonous spider in the world, but it can't bite you because its fangs are too little, but it has enough poison to kill you in like 2 seconds. That's what they sound like.
Dude, that's literally what I just said.
Yeah. No, that I know.
Oh, but they said it in a way where like they thought they were correct. Yeah, gotcha.
And so we looked it up, and it was like we got real deep into like, they're not technically spiders and
right. Okay.
All this weird stuff, but
look at that dude.
He's so badass. Are we upgrading? Awesome. So blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so we got in a whole big thing, and if I remember correctly, there are 2 types of like daddy long leg spiders, and one has a small amount of poison, but the one that we most commonly have in Australia doesn't have any poison.
Really?
That's my understanding. Now,
yeah,
take that information and maybe do your own research before you quote me. And because I'm probably, like, most times I say stuff like this, I'm wrong.
But if you do quote David, his last name's
you can pay royalties to.
I've got an agreement with the daddy long legs. So I've got this kind of like an outhouse.
Mm.
I've got we'll finish this episode in a sec.
Mm.
But I've got this outhouse toilet.
Yeah.
And it's just riddled with daddy long leg spiders.
No, man.
They're kind of in the corners. They're kind of like floating around. They're pretty small.
Yeah.
But I have this agreement where I won't keep...
What's an outhouse for those listening?
Oh, it's a toilet that is out of the house.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway.
Is that an Australian term?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it? An outhouse?
What?
No, we have outhouses.
You have outhouses in America?
Yeah.
Bull.
One has them at their house anymore.
Yeah.
I thought outhouses were Australian. I said that's so Australian.
Anyway, so I've got this agreement. It's not a written contract.
Yeah.
But it's just this mutual understanding of they don't get in my road when I go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I won't knock them down.
Yeah, right.
But this one time, I walk in through the bathroom door.
Yeah.
First thing, I run into like a web.
Right.
One of these spiders,
they got in your way,
has the nerve to make a web right in front of the door.
So what do you do about that, Josh?
I knocked them all down, man.
You killed them all.
No, I just
one person steps out of line. You got to make it. You got to make an example of the whole colony, right? It's a life of a ruler, you know?
Yeah, like
you can't like an uprising starts with one spider, and if you don't take it out, like if you don't take the metaphorical bull by the horns, metaphorical spider by the fangs.
Oh,
yay.
Well, I mean, all I did was I'm not sure if they died.
Yeah.
I just got a broom and knocked them all down.
Yeah.
But the point is, they broke contract. You know,
Did this story inspire the Hunger Games?
I really wish I knew the author of the Hunger Games to tell her that I gave that author the idea.
It's J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling? Yeah. Cool. Stephanie Meyer. All right. On that note.
Oh, wait. I have one more spider story.
I want to close this episode as quickly as you can.
Oh, no.
Just because I don't want to talk about spiders anymore.
Oh, okay.
No. Don't go. Do it. Just get out of the road.
All right. Okay. So, friendly little huntsman. He was hanging on my car.
Do you want a beat?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
All right. Keep it rolling. Yeah. Uh-huh. Here's my spider story. Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. So,
that's too distracting. Just go.
Yeah. All right. So, spider hanging out, little like spider dude hanging out on the outside of my car.
Yep.
He was a huntsman. No worries. It's pretty big. Maybe like, definitely not as big as my hand now that I'm looking at my hand, but like maybe the palm of my hand.
Sure.
Maybe a bit bigger. But anyway, he's on the outside of my car. I was like, oh, like he's big, but he's on the outside. No worries. Park parked my car, left my car, did whatever I needed to do, I guess, and then got back in my car to drive to my destination. Didn't think about the spider at all. No worries. Then I was just driving, and my destination, like, was driving on the highway, middle lane.
Yep.
It was probably like just after peak hour, so there's a fair amount of cars on the road. And I'm driving, and I look to my right, just out the window to change lanes. And yeah, like there's a spider again, right? Like he's just there. And like, not surprising because I knew there was a spider somewhere in my car. And I looked again, and he wasn't on the outside of the car, but in fact he was on the inside of the car with me. And because I was on a highway, like there's nowhere to pull over. It's like it's dark, and like, you know, pulling over in a highway to try and fish the spider out of my car, not a good idea. So I drove the whole way to my destination, maybe another 10 minutes or so, with the spider kind of on my window. And me just like, I'm just driving there with like my eyes.
One eye on the.
My eyes are always dashing like to the side just to make sure that he hasn't moved. And what a legend, he didn't move. And so at the end of the trip, I wind down the window and I just kind of use my hands and I just flick him out the end.
Yeah.
And yeah, and there he goes.
Oh man, spiders on the inside of your car.
Would you have dealt well with that? How would you have done with that situation?
To be honest, like my body freezes when I think about it.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I don't want to put myself in that position.
Yeah,
to,
sure. Experience a spider.
Yeah, I don't want empathy.
You don't want to think about what would happen.
No, I don't.
If a spider was.
I mean, it's happened before. I've freaked out. The first thing I look for is like a piece of paper to whack it with.
Yeah, right.
I have to kill them straight away.
Yeah, right.
And I'm sorry for spider lovers.
Well, dude, as long as you kill them like fast, like if you kill a spider, like, I'm like, who cares? I mean, I'm sure someone cares, but I don't really care. But I care a little bit when you like torture the spider.
With the huntsman that I'm doing now.
Yeah, like
I mean, like I'm not meaning to. If he's alive tomorrow, I'll let him go.
Right.
He's earned it.
Right. What about? Would you kill that huntsman on your wall right now?
Shut up.
No, it's right there.
I hate you. I hate you so much, dude. Get that
sorry,
creepy
man.
huntsman's hands away.
Guess what?
All right.
We'll leave it there.
All right.
We won't talk about spiders in the next
Ever
episode.
again.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, guys.
Goodbye, spiders.
See you, Spideys. Spider-Man.